Okay, so they are telling me that it's being live streamed. I won't check whether it's there or not, but yeah. So I think if I share my VS Code alone, we shall face a challenge. So I have to do it differently. Let me first change the share, guys, the share settings, because I had shared VS Code alone. But if I share VS Code alone, you won't see what will happen in the browser. So where are my shares? Stop sharing and then start share. And where is entire window? Okay. All right. So, all right. So guys, I'll open a folder by looking for my MAMP folder in Mac OS. It's in applications. Then I'll go here. Which week are we? This is week 7, right? Am I with anybody?
Yes.
Okay, so this is, I'll assume this is week 7, Saturday. They'll open that. So I have to create the index.php and what else? The style, right? The style.css and then a boilerplate. I assume somebody is doing the same their side. PHP mentorship, conditional statements, 01. All right. Then I think I also have to bring the link here for the style. And yeah, so then what else? Okay, I will do some resetting things here in CSS. I think, okay. All right, for now, okay, let me put a container of 80% margin 0 and auto. Then I will put, what can I put here? A section, and I give it a class of what? Container. Sure. Section. All right. Then, so, guys, if you're not seeing my screen, let me know, and I make sure that you see. So I'll put a title here, conditional statements in PHP. Okay. Now, conditional statements, I'll put a paragraph. Conditional statements help us make decisions with our code or in the code. And every programming language has conditional statements. That's why you hear people saying that HTML is not a programming language, simply because there are certain things it does not have. And indeed, HTML is a markup language. You cannot easily classify it as a programming language. Anyway, to continue, conditional statements help us make decisions in code. For example, we may say that if we have 100 students in our school, let's say that we are we have enough like we have enough customers. Let's say that if we are below 100 students, let's say we need more customers. So that means you've made a decision, you know, to display different uh, statements depending on a certain condition. So conditional statements in PHP are many, and they are few. And we commonly there is an if else statement. Okay. And this is the commonest. There is another variation, which is if dash dash else, excuse my spellings, else if, then else statement. And should I put these ones like this? No, I think I do better do unordered list, and then I will say I'll put here any heading, which is H2, and say examples of conditional statements in PHP. Okay. H2. If I make a mistake, someone open the microphone and say, hey, there's a mistake here. Could we correct it before we go forward? You know, something like that. That way it helps you grasp and learn first, and it helps me. It it improves our classroom, our interactivity in the classroom. All right. So basically, these are the ones and I can remember. The if else and the else and the statement, the operator we looked at last time, which was the ternary operator. The ternary operator is a basic if else statement. Okay, so it's like a shortcut. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the if else. So the way the syntax is, it's written like if condition. So you put the condition in what we call the circle brackets or parentheses. Then we open the curly brackets. And then after that, we write the else, open the curly brackets and put our statements, and then call it a day. So we can say that, we can say, I don't know if I could have written it better, but this is it. And let's see on the browser how.
It's a H2.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. So we can now go to the browser and see the content we've typed so far. Then we start the practice of PHP. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Stephen, are we together? Are we in Arabic or PHP?
Sajawat, just continue.
All right. Okay, so now we are going to go to the browser, and like usual, we shall go to MAMP, to localhost, the port, and then we put the path. So this, we said week 7, and it's a Saturday. Spellings, Saturday. Then, yeah, enter. And this is what we've typed so far. Okay. I like doing it this way because it's one form of documenting things, but also you can also document using something else known as Markdown, but I prefer documenting in HTML because I know that PHP goes hand in hand with HTML, and I wouldn't want you to, after here, to struggle with integrating PHP in HTML. So what we are going to do is to correct this one here and just do condition statement, condition, then block of code, else, and block of code. We can do something like that. And even this one, we can say condition, then else, then block of code, then else if, now in the else if you are introducing another condition. So you are saying if the first condition is not met, let's go with the second condition. Okay. So block of code. And the else is to say that if all conditions are not met, we can go with another. If all conditions are not met, let's go with the last option. That's what you're saying. Okay. So the other condition that I had forgotten is the switch statement, which goes like switch condition, and then it will have cases, like case 1, then block of code, and case 2. Excuse me. No, I can say. Yeah, I think I'd rather do it this way. This one I do better off write it when it's broken down.
Hello, guys.
Yes, you've finally joined.
I have been around for like 5 minutes back, but been on and off. So you have left me on line 16.
Oh, okay. Line what? Line 16. Oh, yeah. So we've just started the condition statements, handling condition statements today. And line 16 is just a syntax of the if-else statement, which we are going to look at in detail. Line 17 is a syntax for the if-else statement, which we are also going to look at. And line 18 is for another condition statement in PHP, which is a switch statement that I'm trying to break down, okay? And then, yeah. And so we are going to look at each one of these in detail.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Okay. So, and then after that, we have another case, which might be case 2, then block of code, and then break statement, and then default, and then code, block of code. Guys, do you think I should word wrap? Because I'm thinking that
Yes.
Do you think I should word wrap? Okay, let me do that. Thank you. So basically this is it. So let's go to the browser and see what we've written. Yeah, these are the things we've written. So we instead of calling these examples, I should say syntax of different conditional statements in PHP. Does syntax have a plural?
I don't know.
Mhm. So let's say, okay, let's say the if else conditional statement. So we are now going, guys, let's try to pay attention. We are now gonna look at the if else conditional statement, okay? And we see how it works. So we we can have an example of like one of us, Henry, what did you say is your work or your field of specialization?
I'm a system admin. Doing so much system administration.
Hello. Yeah. What did you say?
I've been so much in system administration.
So
But
yeah, can we
I'm
use
going
yours?
in.
Can we use yours as an example?
Currently, I'm in ready again.
Oh, you are in radio. Okay.
Yeah.
So can we? Okay. Can we get an example that we can use relying on relating to your field?
How should I frame an example here?
Either in system admin or in radio. Okay.
So
it's go ahead.
You frame what you're saying. You're being some X there.
You are seeing some?
You are bringing some X. At if
some
X.
If some X. Okay. All right. Let me.
Maybe if if a computer has a 8 GB RAM.
Just continue.
It will process faster, or else it will not. Or let's say if a computer has RAM, it will start. If it doesn't have RAM, it will not start. Can that work? A simple example. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just I'm there. Go attending to something. Just continue.
But we want to compare two things.
I've lost David. I can't hear him anymore.
Penny, take over. Penny.
Yeah.
You take over until you are the class monitor. Now you teach us.
Hello.
Okay, be patient.
Hello.
Yes, he's
Hello.
back now. Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah. So sorry about that. I got a distraction. So you said if a computer is doing what? Henry, I beg your pardon.
But if a computer has RAM, it will start. Without RAM, it will not start.
Without RAM, it will not start. It will not start. Okay. Do we all understand this? So for someone like Fanny, who is not hardware savvy, what I would say is that what it means by starting is that actually if you plug it in electricity and you put on the power button and you press the power button, you will see that the computer has power, but it will never bring display. And for older computers, I don't know if even the new ones do it, they will beep, they will produce a certain sound. Okay, am I right?
Yes, you're right.
You are.
Okay, so we are going to test using that. We are going to assume that we have a computer, and so we can put we can put a variable here and say has RAM, you know, has RAM equals, so we can give it a false value or a true value. And then we can say that if has RAM, so here we are checking whether RAM is there. So if we leave this code, if I just write it like this and continue with a block of code, it means I'm testing for the true. But you can as well go ahead and say if true. I think you remember our comparison operators. You know, the comparison operators, this will check whether true, but even if you leave it like that, it checks for the true. But for sake of simplicity, let's use this syntax for now. Okay, so we shall say if true, we can echo out something which says computer will start. Okay, and we put a semicolon. Else we can say echo computer will not display and won't be usable. So Mr. Steven, kindly look at this. Remember yesterday, the thing I told you about the escaping, okay, where you escaped using a backslash. So sometimes it's good to know and use, but sometimes if the statement has a lot of these things, you may find yourself getting confused with a lot of backslashes. So what you do, instead use the double quotes outside the string and leave the single quote inside in the words. Is that understandable, members?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's to do with the string. Sorry, Fanny, your network is, I think you said yes, but I'm not really sure. So what do we expect to see here? What do you think we are going to get? Okay, I've not heard, but let's go ahead and test. So if a computer has RAM without, if a computer, oh, I made a mistake there in the grammar. So here we said if, if a computer has RAM, it will start, but without RAM, it will not start. So our case is that we've set the computer to not having RAM, and we are getting computer will not display and won't be usable. So that means if we change the value here to true, okay, we shall see a different state, a different answer. We shall see computer will start. So I think let's try to remember what we learned last time. There's a function we learned last time when when Peter asked a question of how we can put a PHP on the page, how we can display it on the web page, what was that? There's something we learned. Are we still there? Or are we
Yes,
off? Oh, actually more members joined. Yeah, so before we continue, let's allow other members to greet us and we continue. So members, Peter and Sharon, say hi. Am I? I've not heard anything. Did you hear them?
No.
Yeah, not me as well. So, okay, what we're gonna do, there's a function we learned, and Peter, do you remember that function? Because it's you who asked. Hello. Hello.
I think they are absent-minded, maybe.
including you.
Okay. But hi. Sorry, I'm in unstable environment, but yes, I do remember. Could you write it for us, Peter? That function that we saw, because I've also forgotten. Fanny, they're absent-minded. And for you? Okay, let me try to. Okay, I'll check here. But visual, I do remember. Okay, put code on the PHP code on the web page. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a function. But it was a function, and that function, what was that function? It had highlight something. You remember? Yeah, it's here, highlight string. Okay, so I will I think I will use it somewhere here. I'll just duplicate this code. But then if I do that, won't you guys be confused? So I'll write here PHP string.
I suggest we get another example.
Yeah, okay, but let me thank you for that. Let me also do this and I see if this helps me to output PHP. Output PHP. Now this one is gonna bring a lot of, because of strings, it's gonna bring a lot of commotion. But let me try highlight string and then I'll put, okay, I think I got it. And then I'll put this one here and this one here. Guys, the reason I'm doing this is just to display PHP code on the browser, because I've seen that our output might be misleading a bit, but let's see if this comes out well, we go with it. If it doesn't, we just leave it and do other things. I see some syntax errors, but I don't know. Okay, let me go to the browser, refresh, and syntax. Yeah, I could see the syntax error because of this.
David, why is there two closing for PHP?
Yeah, this one is to I wanted to output PHP code as code on the browser. Okay, that's why you see two, because this one would work for that, then this one would work for this. But the reason it's not coming out is the way I'm doing these. So let me try something and I see. Otherwise, we may leave it and we just go with the testing. Just so, because this is a complex, I don't know how. Let me first remove the if, the condition statement, and see. Yeah, if I remove the condition, it's gonna work. Now this calls, Fanny, do you see what I want? I want to try and display this, but I think it is just giving me, maybe what I can do is, no, that is not gonna work. So let me leave it. Let's just work with PHP without really displaying the code on the web page until I plan for it. Okay. So let's go with another example as who was suggesting, Henry. So which other example can we have for the if else? Let's say we said we have a school, and this school has, we set a target, okay? And our target is to have 100 students per class, okay? So we put students, we say number of students equals to 97. Then we say if number of students, what condition should we put here? For those who remember the comparison operator. Hello? All right, I'll just say if greater or equal to 100, then I can open and put a block of code here, block of code, so that if this condition here passes, now this goes ahead. So we shall now echo, we have enough customers, and then, but if it's not, we run the else, and we say, this is another else block of code. We say echo, we need more students. I mean, we need more customers. Okay, then we shall close our PHP and put close the paragraph. So here I'll put another paragraph and say, assuming we want our target number of students is 100. No, we can run a conditional statement to let us know, to help us know how we are performing. So if we set 97, we shall get, right, so I'll break from here and then put the paragraph here. All right. So if I go to the browser and refresh, I say, and if I go to the browser and refresh, I say, assuming our target number of students is 100, we can run a conditional statement to help us know how we are performing. If we set 97, we shall get, we need more customers, okay? And if we set a different, if we set like, let me say 1,000, what shall we get? What shall we see? That is, we have enough customers. That's what we shall get. So if we were advanced, we would instead create, if we were advanced, we would instead create a form and someone just enters the figure there, and the PHP would process that figure and then tell them. But we've not yet reached the level where we accept users' input. The input we are putting right now is the programmer's input. We are add coding every value, okay? So that's how an if-else statement works. Is there any question, or is someone seeking clarity or have a comment?
About the highlight function, Peter had written something in the chat.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Peter. Yes, this one is this one is the one we tested last time. Thank you, Peter. Today I've tried it, but because the code has been many lines, it needs a lot of formatting, which I don't want members to get confused with. All right, thank you, Peter. Okay, so can we continue? Are other members on?
From here, I'm on.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, my network is stable now.
Oh, your network is stable. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, that's amazing, and happy to have you again. So we
Happy to.
have started the condition statements, and we are going to look at one more example, and we call it a day. We shall finish at 15 minutes from now, okay? Because it's, yeah. All right, so we are going to look at another example. Should we, or should I first explain the first two?
Let's look at another example.
Okay,
second one.
The second one?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind, are you seeing my screen, Peter?
Yes, I am.
All right, so are you seeing line number 37 up to line number 47?
Yes.
All right, so what do you think what do you think is being done at line number 39?
Is it more of like a ternary operation or?
No, on line number 39 only.
Line number 39, number of students equals to 1,000.
Yeah. So, okay, what we are doing here is called the, okay, Fanny, do you want to say something? Is it Fanny or Stephen or Henry? Feel free to go ahead.
Not me.
Oh, okay. So what we are doing, okay. Yes, who is that?
I've just joined, but let me try.
Okay, you are welcome. Is that Sharon?
Yes.
Okay, how are you, Sharon?
I'm okay.
All right, that's good. Happy to have you.
You first scroll up. I don't know what is up.
What is up is slightly similar to this, but what's up is this. So we've started conditional statements in PHP. We said conditional statements help us make decisions in the code. The syntax of different conditional statements in PHP are here. The if text, the if is, you write the if, the condition in circle brackets, then you write the block of code that should be executed if the condition is true. If the condition is false, you execute the code in the else block. Now, the blocks are enclosed in a pair of curly brackets. You see, so you cannot have blocks without, okay, there's a second style where you cannot use, where you may not use the curly brackets. We shall look at it, but for now, this is the style, okay? So we also have another statement, which is actually these ones I have to do ordered list instead of unordered list so that they can be numbered when we see them on the browser. So we also have another one, which is an if, else if, and else condition statement, which flows like if, then circle brackets condition, then block of code in curly brackets, then the second segment is else if, and you write the condition in the circle brackets, block of code, until when you reach to the else. Then we also have the switch statement, which we shall look at, which we shall just better see practically. Yeah, so then we've gone here on line number 25. We are giving our first example where one member, Henry, contributed. That example, he related to a computer which has RAM, and we are checking whether the computer has RAM, what shall we display? And if the computer does not have RAM, what shall we display? All right. So, and we went to line number 27 and we said that we set the RAM to true. And here we are checking whether actually indeed the RAM has a value of true. That's why you see that the operator on line number 27 is equal as opposed to the operator on line number 26, which is equal. And then we are saying if indeed the value of the variable has RAM is true, we shall say the computer will start. Otherwise, we shall say the computer will not display and won't be usable. So that's what is up. And then we come to line number 34, where we say, assuming our target number of students, this assuming we have a school, and our target number of students is 100, we can run a conditional statement to help us know how we are performing. If we set the number of students to 97, what shall we get? So we proceeded and implemented the code, and we said number of students is 1,000. We started with the 97, but you were not there. Then we said, so here, what we did here, I was asking, asking who, Peter. So what you did here is called initialization. This is when we create the variable and give it its first value. Okay, so we've created number of students, a variable called number of students, and initialized it with a value of 1,000, which is an integer. Then, yeah, so now you can start from here, Sharon. You can start.
I had a quick question.
Yes, Peter, could you?
When does it become an else if?
Else if, all right, thank you. I'm going to answer that. Sharon, could you go ahead?
Okay. What am I supposed to do?
You were supposed to do what you were doing, because I remember you said, let me try. So we were asking what
You
does
are asking
code,
what line number 39 is. And I
oh, okay.
And I was saying initialization, but my mic was off at that time.
Oh, you read the comment. Okay, tell us what the code from line 41 up to line 47 is doing. They highlighted it. Yeah.
Okay. So line 41 is a conditional statement. So line 41, we are using if, the if conditional statement. So line 41 is if, in the brackets, it's the condition, and our condition is the variable number of students. We are checking if the number of students is greater or equal to 100. So if the number of students is greater or equal to 100, in the curly braces,
yes,
we are saying echo, we have enough customers. So if the number of students is less than 100, we shall echo, we need more customers.
Wonderful. That's very, very, very okay. Yeah. So Peter, I guess you've understood what this code does. Before I answer the else if, all right? Have you understood, Peter, according to Shawn's breakdown? Shawn,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
It was really a nice one. I got it.
Okay, that's great. So now this is it. And then we have another style of second style of writing condition statements. So no, the if else and the other conditional statements. So you know what programming languages do is that they borrow syntaxes from other programming languages so that you know they can make life simpler for the programmers of this particular language. So PHP has another syntax of writing condition statements, which goes like this. So we can do the same check, and we are going to do the opposite of it. So this time we are going to say, if number of students is less than or equal to 100, what shall we say? Is less than or equal to 100. Okay, let's say less than or equal to 99. We shall say it is, we shall output, we need more students, we need more customers. Or we can leave, yeah, we need more customers, full stop. Then have you realized the colon I've put after this, the circle bracket? Have you realized it? Okay, so it replaces the pair of curly brackets, and we write the else, and we also on the else we write a colon, a full colon after it, and we echo the output, or we may not echo the output. We may do other codes that run other things. Okay, we may even nest the condition. So we can say we have the customers we need. So then, but at the end of it, you have to put the word and if. Okay, so this code here is exactly similar to this code here. The difference is that in this code, we are using curly brackets, an opening curly bracket and a closing curly bracket, and here, but here we are just using a colon and a colon, then the keyword and the if, and after that keyword, we put a semicolon. So I really like this style, but I'm also thinking that it is simpler for someone who has been writing PHP code for some time. Okay, so we can go to the browser and we see, but I'll have to do what? I'll have to write it in its own paragraph. Otherwise, it will appear on the same line and things won't be nice. So I'll put it here, then I put a closing paragraph and the opening paragraph. All right, then if we go to the browser, you see, this one says we need enough customers. This one says we have the customers we need. Here it says we have enough customers. This one says we have the customers we need. Why does it say that? Because here we are saying if less than or equal to 99, and here we are saying greater than. Okay, and so just a moment, we have the customers we need. Yeah, because the customers are here, they are 1,000. And here we are saying that if the customers are below 99 or equal to 99, give us this, otherwise give us this. So the conditions that will pass in these two examples are the else conditions. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
I need to. Okay, that's awesome. Henry, you had asked to do more examples. Have these examples helped you? Okay, probably Henry is not there. So, members, I had suggested that we shall stop at 8:15, and it's 2 minutes to. So, I would like us to stop here for today. And for to that list, you go, because I've used the Mac as opposed to Windows, you're gonna get the code immediately for that we've written today. In fact, let me do it as Fanny help me and pass around the attendance form, and people can be giving closing remarks. Thank you.
David,
Yes, please.
in the future, shall we learn how to replace the what do you call it? There is a condition, then there is a statement that is written after the condition. Shall we learn to replace the text with images?
Oh, with text with images. Yes, yes. Text with images. If you know how to do HTML very well, you can even do it now. But for example, guys, can I give an example?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
But your sound is disappearing. David.
My sound is low. Okay. Is it? How about it? How about now?
You're now fine, sir.
Thank you. This microphone likes me to speak directly into it. Without speaking directly into it, things become complicated. Yeah, so Fanny has shared in the chat, Fanny has shared a link to the form, and I've also shared a link to the code we've done. So please get it now, as I also show an example of an image. So I'm gonna go to internet and get a photo. I don't know which photo can I get. Ugandan food. Ooh, look at the Rolexes. Oh my goodness. Guys, which picture can I pick? This one. Ah.
Look for Matoke.
Now, what's this one? Hey, this one is Senene. This, wow. Yeah. And look at this. People can prepare meals. Let me hope it was nice. So, yeah, you want me to look for Matoke, not this. Let me take this one. It has looked nice, and it's still on the saucepan. It's on the frying pan. So I'll save this picture on my computer. Let me take note of where it is being. Why can't I move this? Okay, so they have called it Matoke 1, but is that real Matoke? Okay, so I'm taking it to, I'm gonna look for applications and take it to whatever, to MAMP and in our project, because that way it becomes easier for you to put a picture, okay? To put a picture in your code. Oh, okay, let me put it in downloads for now. I'll just copy it from there. So I'm going to go to downloads, and I can't even see them. So I'll go like this, downloads, and here it is. I'll copy it, and then I'll go to applications. I don't know, applications, the one I want is where? Yeah, applications, MAMP, htdocs, and then week 7 and Saturday. Then I'll paste the image there. Okay, I've pasted the image, and you will have to take note of the image name. Okay, if you don't, things will be hard. So I'll come over, and in the last example here, I'll say I'll put the image here. Okay, on this one I'll put a break line like that. Let me collapse this, and here I'll put an image. So that means I have to use the image tag, which is img source. This is why I said you have to take note of the image name, but since we put it in the same folder as our project, we can also get the image name here. We can even copy, I think, path, or we can pretend as if we are renaming, and we select the entire image name, and then we paste it over here, and we do that. So this one can show us an image. Let's see. So this one can show us an image, and the image is there. Okay, so to know that the image is there, we can go and change the value of this to 8 and 9, so that they give us conditions which do not relate with the image. And we shall see that this time the image is not gonna appear because we need more customers. If we change it to 200, the image will be shown, but the image is too big, so we can put a width to it of, let me say, 400, and a height of 400. But this is not PHP, this is HTML. So let me hope you're not gonna ask much in that regard. So there you go, Stephen. Have I answered you?
Thank you, David.
You are very welcome. Yeah, a better way of doing this, I'll copy this code and paste it down. A better way that I usually emphasize is, you can see here I've put a tag in the string. Here I've put a tag in the string. I don't encourage doing that, okay? So what I'll do, I would end the PHP here, okay? And then I'll remove the image out of the PHP, and this last, the line that closes the else, I'll open a PHP so that it can be enclosed in its own PHP tag. So everything, the way this code is going to run is that PHP will be considered as an HTML tag. So they will run the code in this tag, and HTML run this code over here for the image, and then PHP will run this again. So that's what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend you to echo images unless maybe you are picking them from an API, like we shall see in the future. I guess that's it. So guys, it's time to give your closing remarks, and we go. Let me hope you filled the attendance form. So anyone giving closing remarks? If no, yeah, okay, let me give you the latest code because I know the line of code I gave you was odd. So I'll just delete this and open a new snippet and give you that. So paste And so when you run this code, the image is not gonna run because you don't have the image file that I have. So you need to get an image that will be like homework. You need to get an image, add it to your project and display it. Then you revert to us via WhatsApp and tell us this is what I've done or things have failed. Okay. So I'm giving you another link to the code. So here you go. And it's going to expire 4 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Peter.
I'm going to change to my own image.
It's all right. Or your girlfriends. Someone has just sent me what. Hey. Someone sent me here an image on a meme on WhatsApp saying there's a girl who put like I think she posted on Twitter, DM me if you are David and you are single. I don't want to change my tattoo.
They are too much.
And that shows you that so David is keep running. I don't know, but actually this would have been Stephen or Brian, you know. David, for us, we stick around.
David, what your danger?
And for me, I get the ones that are into me.
That is good. The best.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, guys. All right. So, can I say,
David?
I beg your pardon.
If your mic, you have to pull it closer to your side. Have you tried using the phantom power to give it some more power because it's a dynamo mic?
No, I've not, because I don't have any inline preamp yet. It hasn't arrived.
Oh yeah. When you get that preamp, I saw in the focus right as if it had. I thought because they're supposed to have to come with an amp within them.
Yeah, they have an amp, but you have to put the gain up. And when you put the gain up, you are introducing noise. So the best way to do it is to get an inline preamp and it boosts, then you turn on the phantom power.
Yeah, because it normally sells. That's quite new. I've not yet heard of people saying. I've not heard of seen of using the preamp with the focus right.
Yeah. You can check on YouTube. They are cloud lifters, things like that. You'll enjoy.
Okay, and then the other thing.
Which one? Fen is asking you, what are you talking about?
Sound related.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But this is nice. I'm going to try it out. I love the conditional statements.
Yeah, they are very important because they help you make decisions. That's what programming is about. You know, say for example, you are programming an app, like you remember, you are programming an app like, let me say, where you have to determine whether the company is making losses or profits. You know, so you don't want and you give them this app and they keep entering in figures. Then at the end of the day, they press a button, check whether we are making profits or losses. Now, you don't want to keep going in the code. You know, you want to find a way of making sure that your app has conditions in it, which can tell the person automatically that there is this is what is happening, or this is what is happening, or this. Like next time we are going to look at the if else if, the one you asked, when does the if else come in? We are going to look at it next time. Probably I might cover it in the video that I'm going to record, and then send it to you guys. Then on Monday, on Tuesday, we explain.
Okay. I love the fact that you included an HTML tag, because for an HTML tag, I can really understand. But when you go broad into PHP, sometimes I get confused.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry
I
about
catch
that.
up.
But yeah, we shall try to make sure that this becomes more and more interactive. If I get like, I don't know, I want to do like a campaign where we can build something that is more interactive for Ugandan learners, you know, where they can look at code, press buttons, enter figures, things like that. But like, you know, such things need programmers around, contributors, so on and so forth. And I'm already running an open source project. So I want to finish it and then we go to this one, because I've discovered the way we are teaching can be a little bit hard for someone, but we can make it far, far better with visuals and interactions. You know, maybe I can give you like
are you doing some resource tools like free code camp and other resources? They do something like that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah. It's what I'm trying to come up with. Yeah. So if you know where I can take that to an hackathon and we win some thousands of dollars so that they can facilitate developers, you let me know. Because the hackathons I've seen in the country are all about FinTech.
Exactly. So, FinTech survival.
Yeah. So someone else wants to say something and we run away? Or people have already gone? I don't know.
By the way, something else. I changed from XAMPP to MAMP, and it's been.
Were you able to change by yourself and you are not getting any errors?
Yes, I changed with the ports using 888. Yeah, and I can leave localhost on, and they can really. Not been a problem.
They work seamlessly.
Yes, very fine.
Wow,
I was happy
that's
with
wonderful.
Zampa.
I'm glad.
Was crying.
I'm glad. Yeah, members, those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. And do me a favor, you can share it around some groups that are relevant to programming and content creating and tell them to subscribe. I need to reach to that 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. And as I'm, you know, because if you know, I was speaking to Stephen the other day, and we shared all the hardships we have to go through to create content, and we need the motivation, you know, we need the courage, you know. And if you see that the channel is not growing, the views are not growing, the subscribers are not growing, sometimes you are like, am I doing the right thing? Yeah. Fanny, you said let's do a collabo. You and I, or as we, or as
You
the
and
students?
you and
Yeah, we can do a collabo. We can do collabos.
Collabos, like
David, for some reason,
on
you
what
remember last time?
specifically?
Remember last time you told me, I remember when I sat down with you and you told me about content creation. And you told me if you're to create videos, you're supposed to create like the tutorials, lengthy videos, right? So
it depends.
I tried I made 2 lengthy videos, but it was horrible process making them. But surprisingly, they are the ones which are doing best on my channel. So I'm looking forward to create more this year.
Okay. So that's why you're saying we do a collabo. Yeah. Yeah, the collabo is quite important. You learn a lot of things that you would not learn. You know, that's all I can say. Like, say, for example, the microphone that I bought, it's because of learning, you know, because in my area, it's a noisy place, Fanny, you know, so sometimes a border passes. It's not noisy per se because there are many noisy places in Kampala. Like, I can say that ours is like, on a rating of what I've seen, ours is like 30% noisy. And you know, 30% is not good for content creator on YouTube. Somebody told me to relocate, but then I looked at it in a way that if I relocate, then how will this place develop? I cannot run away from the problems. And probably if I relocate, I may enjoy the new place and never come back here. So
true, yeah.
I decided that no, instead of going away, I have to create to change this place. Yeah. Yeah, so collabos are good. We shall discuss how the scope. Thank you, Fanny. Yeah.
Then it has to be with if you guys are within the same niche.
No, yeah, somehow we are in the same niche because Fanny does some coding tutorials. I don't know if you know her channel. If you don't know, let her share it share the link
Please.
in the
Let us share.
Please
yeah,
share, Fanny, share.
Yeah, mine is here. So no, Fanny, share the link. I mean, you don't want people to go start looking for code chick and then a lot of code come. So
David,
I don't know how.
David,
come again?
No,
Yes.
David.
Yes, Sharon was saying something and you were saying something. So
Sharon first.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Sharon, ladies first.
Oh, it's hey, Fanny changed the name of my YouTube channel.
Why?
Okay. Maybe I didn't.
No. This one is the one I started last year, but the one with my name, this one I just started just like a few months ago. I just talk random things.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I was also requesting for that sign up link. Form I had dropped off, then I lost.
The sign up, the one for
attendance.
The attendance.
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So Peter, could you go ahead?
Something with you were saying the journey of creating
content. Someone needs to mute. Maybe Sharon or someone. We are getting feedback.
That was Steven.
Steven. Oh, sorry, Steven. Yeah. So, go ahead, Peter.
Like I was saying, like the search engine, the more you keep publishing, more like on a weekly basis. Like now, I think in a week you are publishing live streams, and live streams have realized that are carrying some traffic on YouTube.
Really?
And with time, you're going to be surprised. Like sometimes you have to have a goal and say, like, my goal is to have like okay, like if you have like 300 videos in the past 3 months, or the start of your channel, the search engine can start indexing your content and reaching it and start marketing it, because as a starter, it's really hard for the search engine to market your content. I've seen that, but it takes time. Like they have a certain number of videos, like I think, is it 150? Yeah, 100 to 300, something like that. Then you start appearing as recommendations to a lot of creators. You can start right away. Some videos can be recommended, but not necessarily like you would be getting the traffic like other creator, like over 1,000 YouTuber subscribers they're having. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the more you publish, the more the search engine is going to keep on indexing. So keep up the morale, don't give up. For us, we are 100%. I'm 100% your side.
Thank you very much. That's one vote. Thank you very much. And thank you for the knowledge. I wasn't aware at all. So that's really helpful. And I'm not gonna, that's another reason I had reached out to Stephen, because I needed a second monitor. You know, I needed a second monitor. Having this small screen for the laptop is not really easy, but then I discovered that he did not have. So, and like I told him that in Uganda, no, he doesn't have. So I asked him because he has a computer cafe and he repairs. So I thought he had, but he doesn't have monitors. So he referred me to someone who imports some things from Dubai, but that person has not yet responded to me in terms of the cost. However,
which type of monitor are you interested in?
I really wanted, do you know dual monitors?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I wanted a dual monitor, but for now I can do two 224s, as 224 inches. Like if there are two monitors and each is 24 inches and they are HDMI powered, that's okay for me. Yeah, that's okay for me. In fact, I shouldn't say two because I've not even tested if this computer can support two. I need to test it on Monday. Yeah,
Well,
I need to.
I have a friend of mine who imports as well from Dubai. I don't know, but he from Dubai, but he has got quite good monitors.
Yeah, so if you can talk to him and we get to know the price, because I spoke to a Ugandan, and she was giving me the minimum. She was our cost, the minimum cost was 640, and that's per used. Then I decided to talk to a company which ships from UK and gave them two. I gave them several links, but the two they quoted me brand new. One of them LG was quoted what 569, then the other one 624. So imagine that, something coming from all the way from United Kingdom, brand new, to be cheaper than something which is used at the local market.
Are they including shipping fees?
Yeah, those people that I order from, they just give a Uganda invoice. I mean, they convert everything to Uganda invoice and everything is covered. As long as the gadget is brand new, that's the total price, because they don't bring second-hand electronics for them.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
UK
And another thing, they don't go to shop for you. You have to give them the link because they're gonna order that exact link. So there's no way something is gonna come and you say, this is not what I ordered.
Yeah. Wow. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, but please talk to your colleague, because I understand there are some Dubai things that are cheaper. I can start with that, and you know, yeah.
Thanks for that
Ali,
session.
You are welcome. Stephen, did you want to say something by the time you opened the microphone? I think, by the way, guys, I wanted to ask you, do you know how to shorten this stream? Like now this conversation we've had is part of the stream. Maybe, I think I've known how. Next time I will stop the streaming once we reach the discussion or the remarks. But because I know that that might not give value to the public, you know?
Yes, it won't be.
Yeah. All right, guys, I wish you a great weekend. Let's meet next week. Thank you for attending. And please look at that code, understand it. And by the next time we meet, we go to the next thing because we are behind the schedule. But however much we are behind the schedule, we should really, really fight hard to make sure that we complete and reach to the level of creating a WordPress plugin. So?
Yes.
See you.
See you. Thank you.
Welcome.